This is so cool. Rosanna is just too much. Rosanna. Rosanna, thank you. You are just too much, man. I really feel like I'm doing something in the universe. I want to tell you too, class. I'm gonna get this curse word out of my system. I want to get this curse word. I won't even say it. Back when I was getting back in 2009, when I attempted to do this, I was president of my local RIA. MF has tried to bury me. They tried to bury me, dudes, and now they can't touch me because I got my own platform. So I'm just so glad to be able to bring you this stuff. They tried to freaking bury me, dog.
Oh, what you were doing, Chris?
Dude, back when I used to be a vice president of my local RIA around here, right?
Really?
Eddie, when I started preaching to my people, man, these dude, they came after me, man. Guns blazing, dog.
For
Guns
real?
blazing. Attorney. They sent me a cease and desist. They had attorney letters coming to my crib. I'm like, I'm just trying to preach the word of prosperity
To who?
to whoever wanted to hear. I was the vice president, so I would meet people in the streets, right?
Yeah.
And they would talk to me about real estate. I'm like, you need to come on out to the RIA. Come on out. I'm inviting people out, right? So I guess the dynamic and the look of the RIA started to change.
Oh, that's what it was.
Eddie, they tried to bury me, dude. I remember getting that letter from an attorney. The junk was that thick. I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. But anyway, now
They can't stop us, Chris. They can't stop you, baby. Untouchable. Tell them now what, god dang it. They
sometimes I,
can't stop this.
golly, it brings tears to my eyes. And I see these people in passing from time to time and on Facebook, and I'm like, why you trying to bury me, dude? All I do is doing the same thing I'm doing right now. The
They
exact
hate, man.
thing. Anyway,
They hate, man. But thank God for the internet, social media, man. Now can't nobody shut you up. Can't
yeah,
nobody shut nobody up. You can do what you want to. A free open platform.
you can come or go. You can leave the channel at any time. It's all about what you choose. Click the button. Click the button.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and put that link in there, Eddie. Eddie, Mr. Transaction Engineer, I just want to say thank you for being here, dog. Thank you for being you, man.
Thank you, brother Chris. Thank you guys who subscribed in to us always. We love you guys. We hope to pour more blessings upon you guys, more information,
Yeah,
mental and residential.
mental and residential.
Mental and residential. We wish you guys prosperity, peace, and abundance in all you guys' life. Never give up, never quit, keep moving, baby. Don't stop. Obstacles are always gonna come, but god dang it, you gotta jump over and bust through the mothers. You got to. Wide open. Boom!
Yeah. Thank you, Eddie. Good God, man. Thank you for you. I know you can't talk to all my family members that are on here, but I'm honored to be able to get you on speed dial. I know you got to kind of keep it limited to the amount of people you could talk to in a day, but I'm just honored to be able to reach out to you. Every time I talk to you, it kind of raises up my financial literacy myself.
Man, it's a pleasure, man. I'm glad to be able to talk with like-minded individuals, brother Chris, because if you don't have like-minded individuals to talk to, you in big trouble. Get the heck away from them quick. Flee.
Yeah, you are in trouble. That's a good point. That's a good point. And we're able to share this. We got 1 hour today, Eddie. I got two houses to look at today. Three, actually. Finally, you've taken the time out of your day, out of your life to put together. Oh, I got to put that link in here for my family members. Give us a brief overview. Finally, got the ultimate pretty and ugly house. What is it, the guide, or what are you calling it, brother?
It's the ultimate pretty house and ugly house financial blueprint with the
Blueprint.
bonus sandwich lease option.
Sandwich lease option. So is this more of a all ugly and pretty, or is it more of a lease option type of course? Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, Chris and guys, let me tell you something. This is the best course on the market. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
We have it on a platform where you can look at it at the internet, you can look at it from your cell phone. Hey, as long as you got internet connection, you can log in once you buy the course. And it's like a seminar without going to the seminar. So I'm there talking to you about the whole business. I break it down into 10 easy steps. 10 easy steps I break it down into. I provide all the contracts. I provide a PDF copy of all of this. I provide all the contracts, a PDF copy, different slides that I'm going through. Man, I'm telling you, it's so easy a caveman can do it. But
So go ahead.
and what
I was
we're going through the ugly house. I mean, we're going through the ugly house business. For those
okay.
who don't know about ugly houses, that's fixer uppers, that's properties you want to wholesale. You know the big hype about wholesaling ugly houses. It's that type of business. So it teach you how to, find ugly houses, how to put them on the contract for $10, and how to sign or flip that contract. Now, that's the ugly house side of it. Then we also get into the pretty house business, which I love. There are more buyers, bigger checks. Man, hey, I love pretty house business. But whew, I'm thinking about a deal I got to close out today. It's a good one, brother Chris. We'll get into that one.
Let's get to
I
that one.
can't.
So go
But this
ahead.
the pretty house business. So we teach you how to get these nice, pretty houses, man, that you live in, hopefully, and your family members and stuff like that. Put it on the contract. No money out of your pocket. None. Zip zero. As long as they sign the lease purchase memo, where you can wholesale the transaction, or whether they sign the lease purchase agreement, where you can stay in and get the money. But you're gonna be able to sign these nice, pretty houses, guys, and make more money than you would on the ugly house. Now, this is real estate, so you don't want to get caught up in one thing, man. If you want to know how to do ugly houses, your ass in trouble. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, 100, a million. You only got one transaction going, your ass in trouble. So in this course, we teach how to do the ugly houses, the pretty houses, and the sandwich lease option. And now, so the pretty houses, the average profit you should see is about 7 grand. Of course, the bigger numbers you get into, the bigger the check. So if you're doing a $400,000 house, you're looking at a minimum $20,000 check. So the bigger, now I would say you want to be in the median price range where you got more buyers. You want to be in great areas or good areas, no hood, no war zones, none of that stuff. You look for nice areas where people have money and they're going to put money down. And you got to think too, guys, you can also do this in halfway decent areas because a lot of people are getting taxes. They want houses. You might as well give them the chance of American dream, give them a house, help them get a house on a lease purchase rather than letting them blow it on a freaking car or some tennis shoes or some stupid stuff they're not going to get a return on. At least they get them a house with a lease purchase, give them time. You hook them up in a good credit repair program to get their credit straightened out and help them buy, cash out the deal. So that's the pretty house business. Then the sandwich lease option business is when you stay in the middle on the pretty house, you take care of all the maintenance. Where you're responsible for all the maintenance and repairs to the property, and you just put a tenant buyer in the property. You collect the rent, you pay it to the mortgage company or to the homeowner. But you stay in, just say the rental amount, the mortgage amount is $1,000. You got to sell it with $1,000 mortgage. The rent rates over there is 1,300, 1,300, 1,400 a month. You stay in the middle, you getting 400 a month. So hey, that's sandwich lease option. And guess what? No money out of your pocket. None. All they have to do is sign the contract. Once they sign that contract, you got equitable interest in the property. And it's just like when they start baseball. Let's play ball.
I think a lot of my viewers, Eddie, and people that I encounter are kind of HGTV ified, if you will, and they see this ugly house that they want to go in there and hire a contractor and walk through there and swing a hammer and bust a wall open, Eddie. Tell me about that.
That's the hardest way, guys, to get paid. If you want a dang gone headache, then start rehabbing the property. You gotta go, you gotta find a contractor. First, you gotta go through and find the right contractor. And boy, if they know you new, you're a sitting duck. They're gonna eat you alive. I guarantee you. And you're gonna look at this video, you be like, damn, brother Chris and Eddie told me. They're gonna eat you alive. Now the profits are good on rehabs, especially if you know how to buy at Mayo or under. The profits are really good, but you gotta know what you're doing. This when you're doing rehab, I just would say bring somebody in who've done rehabs before to help you on your first project. Because if you go at it alone, you're gonna get your ass tore up. What's your take, Chris?
Well, I just wanted, obviously, when I say it is different, I mean, I do renovations every day. I'm always got a house somewhere going on. That's one of the skills that I've learned since 2004. When I have people in place that I trust. I have men, class, that I can write a check for 20, 30, 40,000, give them the check, and I can sleep at night. However, I didn't start like this. I've been through, I would have to say, dozens of contractors that I would give them. Even some men can't even handle $500. But at this point in my life, yes, I don't mind renovation, but I will tell you that it is very challenging, and I too need to do better at embracing my lease option stuff, merely because I go back so far to where lease options weren't really popular back in '04.
But there's a different brother, Chris. You're a professional at it now. So you know it's nothing to you. You can get a house rehab, you got the crew, you know everything from top to bottom, what need to be fixed, what need to be done. So it's easy for you because you're a vet. But coming in, what would you start off with a rehab on your first go, on your first
Oh
deal?
my God, no, yeah. This is why I'm wanted to make sure I put this on my platform because it's so much easier. It's less. There's no stress. Actually, if you can't perform, then you can't perform. You can't perform.
Right.
It's no stress, not even low stress. It's like, and a lot of people, Eddie, even when they get a house on the contract, they're so stressed that they can't find a buyer. I'm like, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose, Eddie?
Well, the thing is, you got to go in this with a positive mindset because you have a positive mindset with the whole transaction. Even when you buy the course, you got to have a positive mindset that you're going to go out there and get it done because you can buy 1,000 courses and don't even look at them. Then if you don't look at them, how do you expect something to get done?
That's right.
You don't market, how do you expect something to get done?
That's
You
right.
got to market. You got to get out there. And it all starts with belief because if you believe you can do it, once you buy the course, you'll go through it. You won't take 2 or 3 weeks. You'll go through it within that hour or 2
Wow.
hours, get it done, and then you start taking action right now. That's the only way you're gonna make it happen because you keep looking at a little bit, look 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. What you put in, that's what you're gonna get back. So we gotta be
Wow.
realistic, guys.
Hey, turn me down a little bit, Eddie. I've got some feedback coming in.
Okay.
I made a thumbnail, Eddie. I wanted to go over a few of the things. We're gonna still get. I gotta get some Q&A, man. My favorite part of these things is Q&A. To be honest
Me
with
too. I like the Q&A.
you,
It help us stay tight and fresh.
I'm telling you. So we're talking about first thing was marketing. We're gonna go over some of the thumbnails, and I love it because you are not only are you accepting the fact that this is the world we live in. My point is this: if you haven't figured out a way, or if you can't look at this picture that I'm doing right, this picture here is nothing but the standard of America, in my opinion.
Right.
Everywhere you go, you're looking right here. I love it because you've embraced that. So you have a system in place for marketing on the buyer side. Just talk a little bit about that stuff.
Is it a system?
Well, I'm saying I was obviously I've got the course class. I wouldn't even be on here if I didn't peruse it, go through it. So you're using technology to locate these sellers. Go ahead, just if you want to just kind of touch on that stuff to let them know what's inside.
Okay. So on the front side, guys, we get into buying. I walk you to first. We start off with getting your LLC, getting your corporation set up,
Getting started. That's right. I missed that.
getting started, getting your corporation set up. That's concerns for a lot of people. Like I say, my first deal, hey, my back was against the wall. I didn't have any money. I got fired because I went to my first seminar. I couldn't take any days out. So I had to go all out.
Wow, that means a lot too, Eddie. Because I was thinking last night. I don't have any other options. It's
I
like
had to
either
go all out, and I didn't have an LLC, so I closed my first deal in my own name. I didn't have no money to get the LLC, but because I spent money on buying signs and stuff on the way to the seminar, I had a couple of $100. So I generated leads before I went to the seminar. So when I went to that seminar, boom, I had leads, came out, started making money, and boom, that's it.
oh, okay, get started. So I know in the off in the course, did you want to cover some of the marketing stuff that you're going to explain in more detail, or you want to cover that
Yes, we go into several different marketing strategies as far as the signs.
for your buyer side?
Yeah, you always want signs.
I mean, seller side. I'm sorry, seller side.
No, on the buyer side, I'm at the seller side.
Yeah,
When we sell them, like we go over several different ways to buy, several different marketing strategies, as far as the text messages, signs, voice blasts, um,
gotcha.
all that good stuff. And so we walk you through selling it. Oh, I'm sorry. We walk you through buying it on the front end. We walk you through selling it on the back end. Walk you through the whole transaction. Like I
Nice.
said, guys, don't get caught up on forming the LLC and all that stuff before you start it. My first check, I made 15,000. I made it in my own name. So
Me
hey,
too, Eddie. You know, I didn't even know what I was doing. I heard about this wholesaling thing a little bit. It came from up north in New Jersey, but I did my first deal in my name. I didn't know what I was doing.
no, me either. I just had to have a check, Chris. So I didn't care.
Class, thank you. If you're just joining us today, Eddie is rolling out, revealing, deploying his lease option, ugly and pretty house ultimate blueprint that includes the lease option stuff. And all my family members, I convinced Eddie to give me a discount. You know, I love you. I genuinely love you. I implore you to deploy some of these strategies. Implore. So I got to get my words right. I implore you to deploy. You can deploy this strategy. There's a link in the description just today only. Today only. Eddie, I didn't tell you this, but I'm taking it down after today. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll do another one later, man. But anyway, today only class. If you want to get it, it's 50% off. So, and I convinced Eddie this morning. I was talking to him this morning at 6 o'clock this morning. It's so cool to be able to get you on the phone that early too, Eddie. It's just exciting.
Hey y'all, Chris beat me down on the sock, down to my socks on this course. I didn't want to
That is
drop it
true.
so low because I keep adding stuff to it. It's
That is
complete,
true.
but every time I think of something that can help you guys, I put some more in there. So,
That is true. That is
but
true.
I gotta look out for, especially for all the people. Thank you guys who always log in all the time. Hey guys, we got something special for you. It also comes with 30-day email coaching. So if you
Okay.
get hung up on anything, you have any questions or anything, once you get the course, you can send us an email. We'll help you out. Hey, whatever you need. So we want to really see you succeed and make some money, guys, and leave that 9 to 5. Because most of you guys, you got to be realistic. If you're doing something you don't love to do every day, it's hard doing the work. You need to get yourself out of there and fund your passion. Do what you want to do, but you got to have some cash to do it. Like I say, real estate don't have to be your passion, but let it fund your passion. Use
Wow.
that money that you can make while you got all that free time from doing deals, sitting out the comfort of your own home, and you making money, man. I'm looking out the window of my house, man. This is where I work at most of the time. I go to the office sometime, but I love being home, man. I just get up, get dressed. Hey, it's on. So you can do this. You can do this. This is a business. This course right here, you actually buying a business, really, for a very cheap price.
You know,
Because it
Eddie,
teach
I
you how
don't
to
know when
do
it,
everything.
huh?
I said teach you how to do everything from start to finish. 3 different strategies: wholesaling ugly houses, pretty houses, and sandwich lease options. And once you get that started, guys, you see how easy them checks are. I guarantee you out of your job. And I also put a package in there how to get out the rat race, which show you how many houses you need to get out of your current job.
Wow.
So I'm telling you, I just keep adding stuff, man.
Yeah, thank you for that price thing too. I know. I remember I was throwing some numbers out there this morning. He was like, "No, I can't do that. I can't do that."
Man.
Eddie, let's talk about your documents, brother. Is this gonna now? If somebody when I get the stuff, the documents to me is your tools in your toolbox. You ain't shit without docs. You know, if you ain't rolling up to the scene.
If you don't have your documents, man, how can you can't even do a deal? You can't do a deal.
Yeah.
So you gotta have all your paperwork. We got the proper paperwork in there. Everything from even collecting the earnest money from your tenant buyer when you doing a lease option. We got that receipt agreement in there. So hey, we
Okay.
got all the details, guys. I'm
So
telling you.
if I once I get my lease option with my buyer, just help me so I can spread it to my family members that so that may or may not understand, or they might need to be reminded. It's always good to get reminded from time to time, even if
Right.
you're an expert. I get my lease option with my seller. You're gonna show me how I can the documents to link up my lease option with my tenant buyer, right? You can show me how to link all that stuff up together.
Yes, sir.
All
I'm
right,
gonna show
that's
you.
a big
I'm
one.
gonna show you how from start to finish how to put it under contract with the seller. First, how to market for the seller, how to put it under contract for the seller, how to market for the buyer, how to put it all together, and how to close.
Gotcha.
We even got it in the diagram from start to finish. What you
Okay.
need to do: marketing, finding the seller, title company, when to send the contract to the title company, all that
Gotcha.
good stuff.
The email marketing is good because a lot of people, it's weird. A lot of title companies, even in my area, man, you got to find that title company, and you're going to give them the language to ask that title company how if they can close it or not.
Right.
So what about people that have a regular contract, buy and sell? You're going to provide a standard purchase and sale agreement and a wholesale addendum to go with that assignment contract.
Yes, you got the purchase and sale agreement where you can put it under contract
Mm-hmm.
and where you can, do a double closing. And we also have the assignment agreement in there for your ugly houses. So just say
Yes.
you make anything. I say if you're making anything under $7,000, do assignment.
Yeah.
So that's what I teach you in the course. Also, if you're making anything a little higher, sometimes sometimes the seller will be like, "Hey, man, you done beat me down to my socks." So if you're making like 10 grand or better,
Yeah.
I would do a double closing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do a double closing.
Gotcha.
Some sellers, they won't like that. So we
Yeah,
give
they
you a
won't.
breakdown of both.
This is so cool, man. All right, we got 5 more minutes of you and I. Missy. Shh. All right, class. I'm just getting over my cold. I'm almost back. Brother Eddie, we got 5 more minutes. I know you were talking about give me a little bit about mindset. As I was looking at your course, I know you're big on action. Just give us some points on here about how can we get over the fear? Because as much as we preach this stuff, I talk about it on recording every day. What can we do to get them to take action, Eddie?
Well, getting up every morning going to a job that you don't like, that
Yeah.
should alone make you take action. But see, the thing with the mind, you have to do something for 21 days in order to break that habit. Because what we do is habit most of the time. Look at your life. You usually do the same routine damn near every day and every weekend. So once you do things over 21 days, they form a good or bad habit. So if you really want to make this happen, guys, you got to do this for 21 days.
Gotcha.
21 days, you got to look at the course and you got to be doing something real estate related. for a couple of hours in order to even get in the zone of being a real estate investor. It's like anything you do, you got to get into the zone and do it, or you won't do it good. So that job you go to every day is a habit, especially if you don't love what you're doing. And I say, if you don't love what you're doing, you got to change it. You
Yeah.
got to change it. Who else going to change it? Nobody else can change it for you. So you got to change and break yourself free and get up out of that job and start doing something what you was designed to do. Because God put a calling in each and every one of us. If we're not following that calling, that burning desire that's inside of that heart that He keep telling you to do, and you're not doing, that's your fault. But you can't follow your passion until you got the money to follow your passion. And this business give you enough capital to fund your passion. You got to be good with your money. You either get your cash flow up, or you get some big capital gain checks from wholesale and wholesale lease option, or you just stay in and get the Salmons lease option money, whichever is greater. And we give you a breakdown of that in the course. Whichever is greater, you make it happen, man. You can be out of your job if you really diligent, depending on how much you make a month. I just said, if you make about if you need about $3,000 a month to cover you, man, you can be out of there, man. I give you a good 6 months, probably sooner, but I just say 6 months. That's if you're not doing it full time. If you're doing it full time, you'll be out of there quick. But you got to
Tell
do it part time. If you're doing it 6 months and you do it for 21 days, break that habit of laziness and fear, you out of the job, man. But you got to get over the fear too. A lot of people are caught up in fear. Oh, what if I can't get the seller to sign the contract? What if I can't find a buyer? Look, take action. You don't never know what the heck you can do until you get off your butt.
Mhm.
And anytime you put a lot of focus into something, it happens. That cell phone you got, you wanted that cell phone, didn't you? You focused and you found out a way to get that cell phone.
Listen.
That house you got, that car you got, that wife you got, that husband you got, that dog you got. Hey, you focused on it and you went and got it. So it's the
Tell-
same thing. Focus on this business, guys. Go and get your money. Once you get your money set up and you get yourself financially straight, go follow your passion and make the world a better place. Now, they say the graveyard is the richest place on earth. So many people die with those dreams right inside of them.
Oh
But they let
wow.
somebody else talk them out of it. And look, guys, go get your money.
So I was thinking, Eddie, about the money we spend, and I'm guilty too. I have to forget about what stuff costs regarding putting into myself. Class, what I want you to know is that I feel that I have earned the right. I've earned the right over the past years. I've given you over 400 completely for free. I've earned the right to possibly politely ask for the sale for Eddie, even for Eddie. I'm doing it on Eddie's behalf to ask for the sale. From time to time, we do have some courses and stuff, but it's not going to break the bank. And for me, Eddie, I know $500 I can spend that on drinks when I go out to a club or something. I mean, it's like I don't even the price that you're. What about the people that are saying they don't want to sacrifice their dollars on themselves? They don't want to invest. Well, they how I'm going to ask you about investing in ourselves, Eddie. What is your take on that?
And you gotta invest in yourself, Chris, brother Chris. You know, and I know. I mean, you just came from some seminars, and
Oh shit, yeah, I just
shit,
spent
man. If
thousands.
you want to see a change, you gotta get that information, man. You can't expect to change if you don't get the information. You can watch YouTube all day, but if you don't have the documents, know how to put the game in play to get the check, you're gonna be wasting your time. I talked to a guy. He said he'd been watching YouTube videos for 2 years and haven't done a deal. Shit,
Wow,
where your documents at? How you gonna do the deal if you don't have no documents? You didn't invest in a good course to find out this information.
wow,
Come
nice,
on, man. Let's be realistic, guys. You gotta invest into yourself.
yeah,
You investing into that education to get that job you got, right? So
yeah,
you gotta invest into yourself. Come on,
nice.
don't be crazy. And to be able to get a course this cheap, a whole seminar is really ridiculous.
Yeah,
Chris beat me down to my socks, $4.99, but it's normally 900.
all right.
I should take it up to 2,000, man. But I'm gonna
Eventually,
be nice. I'm gonna be
please don't
nice
do
right
that.
now.
Don't do
They go to selling like hotcakes, like it been doing. Y'all ass in trouble.
Eddie, let's get to some Q&A. But before I leave this space here, investing in yourself, I promise you, no one is going to invest in you unless you work for a company that might send you to a class.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking about the tens of thousands that I've put. I remember just for my home investors franchise it was 30,000. You know, so
Right.
I'm thinking about all I had to spend on that to be this. You know, I was reading a quote from Richard Branson. Instead of what I've invested in doesn't allow me to do certain things, but it allows me to be the person that I am. You know.
Right.
And just the person that you are, all the education has made you who you are, man. It doesn't give. Yes, it will give you stuff, but stuff doesn't make you happy, though, brother.
No, man. You want to be free, man. I love being
Be.
free every
He
day,
said,
man.
"Be free. Be free." All
Love
right.
being.
Yeah. Yeah. We get to do this during the day. It's a true blessing. So, class, if you didn't know, the link is in the video description. Sorry, Billy, I didn't mean to scare you there. The link is in the video description. Half off today only. Right below, click it, get the course. As soon as you click it, Eddie, you're light years ahead of me. As soon as you click it, you're gonna start hearing Eddie's. I mean, you look like a model back there, dude. Did you have a makeup artist doing all that stuff?
No, man. I do all my stuff myself.
Man, you all right? Let's do some Q&A, class. Thank you for joining us today. This is an unbelievable day. As I was telling you, Eddie, they tried to bury me from bringing us information. Beezer, hey, Beezer, thank you. I didn't even see that. Beezer, I'm so blessed to have you. Thanks for letting me pour in your life. Thank you. And Rosanna, thank you. Wow. All right, Q&A. What Q&A we got? I got 30 minutes, Eddie. Oh, don't forget, class, to give us the thumbs up on the just smash the thumbs up button for our optimization purposes.
Thumbs up, baby. Thumbs up. Brother Chris.
Yo,
Oh, we're doing a Q&A.
you can hit it while I get the question. I got a lot of comments on here. Working on your first deal, REI necessities. Yeah, I remember you. Catherine. Catherine, I got you on my radar. Please don't dog me out. I've been sick. I promise I'm gonna catch you. Cherie, you're right. I think it's a certain segment, Cherie Watkins. There is a certain segment, class, I don't know why, there's a certain segment of our society that doesn't want to see another segment gain any wealth. It's almost like
Yep.
I can have this, but you can't have it. I don't know
Right.
where we get that crap from.
Like it's not enough abundance in the universe. Like God just stopped creating. Come on,
What you?
man.
Yeah, it's like after you get it, don't nobody else get it.
Nobody else gonna have it.
Sarah, yeah, some people don't have the abundance mindset. Let me get to some Q&A. Any Q&A so I can get out of here. We love you and Eddie. Oh my God. Tish, Madry, we love you and Eddie. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, guys, look, we hold an event in May. We gotta pick the date, but we're holding an event where we're gonna do wholesale lease options and subject to. You add rehab to that, Chris, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna do private because it's weird, Eddie. One of my superpowers I've been blessed with is just to be able to raise money. It's one of my talent. I mean, one of the things God's blessed me with.
So we're gonna do private money.
I do, yeah, I do private money and rehabbing. Yeah, that's my kind of my thing.
Okay, great. So it's gonna be
Eddie,
2 days, guys. We're gonna give
two
you
days or
some
maybe
products.
three, maybe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Eddie. We're still working on that.
Okay, but be on the lookout, guys. We're gonna set it off. It's gonna be
Man,
in Atlanta.
that's a good one. Eddie, somebody wants to know what happened to that big house. Eddie, did you get that one under contract? Who is this? This is Cherie Watkins.
Yes, it's under contract. We got a couple of more buyers going this weekend on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bigger house, so it requires a little more marketing. It's a $2 million house, so
Yeah.
it's a higher end house. You got specific buyers, and you got to actually spend some money to market these. So
Yvonne.
we probably have to put about a good 2-3 thousand in marketing on it to find a good solid buyer.
Yeah, it might be an out-of-state buyer on that one, right? Eddie? I don't even. I mean, what does that buyer look like? What do they look like regarding profession, lifestyle?
Yeah, usually an athlete or some kind of CEO. It's 7 bedrooms, 7 baths, I think, 11,000 square feet. Got a pool, tennis court. Man, the whole works, man. Movie theater, quartz countertops, man, sauna in the basement, man, you name it.
Yvonne, thank you for coming in. Yvonne's new to our channel, Tacoma, Washington. Holy cow.
Where you
Catherine,
guys from? Put it in the feed also.
Yeah, please, Catherine. This is
Make sure
Eddie's
you
course.
subscribe too. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button.
Oh yeah, I'll do that at the end. Catherine, this is are you doing this with Eddie? Eddie calls me to bounce ideas off of me and talk about documents and stuff, but this is Eddie's course. I'm actually, I hope that I'm one of the contributors to it, but yeah, this is Eddie's course. He's the one who put all the work to it. Tish, currently working on deals in Vegas. Got a tenant buyer. They post to Craigslist, but we can't find houses. What can you do to find houses? Posted to, you have a team or two there. Tish, I'm not understanding your question. They post to Craigslist for buyers, no, for sellers. What can we do? I'm not understanding that question. Tish, break it down for me in 2 sentences if you can. Cherie, lease option is a new way to homeownership. Very true. If you know what you're doing. Beezer wants to know why my last guest wanted to do rehabbing instead of selling the contract. Beezer, at the end of the day, I'm very passive when it comes to my will, if you will, my will, what I want for myself. I don't want to put that on other people. So if they want to get on my frequency or my wavelength, I'll do that. But I'm really good, and most investors are, even Eddie. We're good at getting on other people's wavelengths to get them where they want to be. It's called the
Right.
platinum rule. The platinum rule, don't forget, supersedes the golden rule. Golden rule is do unto others as you would have them do to you. Platinum rule is do unto others as they want to be done to. So I learned that at Home Investors years ago down in Dallas, Texas. Which are the best sellers to do lease options with? You want to do that one, Eddie? That's a broad statement. But Catherine wants to know what's the best seller for lease options with, Eddie?
Well, it all depends. It all depends on the seller motivation.
Could be all type of stuff.
Yeah, it could be anything. It could be an out of town owner. It can be a divorced couple. I mean, it could be several people. There's no specific list. You just got to market.
Yeah. You're that's why Eddie's course comes in handy in my opinion. Because with the scripts. Are we giving them scripts too, Eddie?
Oh yeah, I forgot the scripts in there also, guys. Scripts in there and the property info sheet, so you can capture all the information because that's very important. I talk to a lot of guys from YouTube, and they don't even have all the information and want to submit a deal. I'm like, when you talk to a seller, guys, you got to put this stuff on paper or on the computer or something. You got to take this information, and you need to know what you need. You just can't call, hey, okay, you selling a house, okay, how much you want? 150, okay, 150,000. That's it. You don't have how much they owe on the property, why they selling, how many bedrooms and baths, condition. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
You gotta get yourself together.
That's a big one, Eddie, man. That is one of my pet peeves, though, dog. I cannot. I, when if somebody calls you, be like, "Yeah, go see 123 Easy Street." What do you think about that?
That's it. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man.
It happens every day, huh?
I mean, that's ridiculous. That's how you know somebody don't have no training. Immediately, you look like a rookie. Immediately. You don't
Yeah,
have no
all right.
details.
You got to
Step
know.
your game up, baby.
Yeah. Cherie wants to know. She's doing pretty houses only. Good for you, Cherie. Paris trying to pull us up. What up, Paris? He's up in the Baltimore area. Catherine wants to know: is the lease option the step two for a subject to?
There's a step two.
I think she might be getting them confused. Step two, well, we sell on lease options, buy on subject to. So, I mean, you can do either one of them. It doesn't have to be step two. It can be when you sell. Good God, Catherine. Matter of fact, email me your phone number. I'm gonna give you a call. Karina, hey. August wants to know what's the most effective way to find pretty houses, in your opinion, Eddie?
You just gotta market. Pick the price range. The nice price range in your house and just mark it out to them. You get expired listings, several different methods.
You got
We
the text
discussed several
messaging,
different methods.
expired listings, text messages, and things. Eddie has this, all the stuff's in the course, the email stuff. You were doing that, the voice blast. I mean, it's so many. That's Eddie. I mean, the course is gonna walk him through that stuff, right?
Yeah, it's so many different strategies, guys. I'm telling you. And
Eddie,
I really gave a lot, honestly, man, for $500. Really, I think I'm gonna go to 2,000 like the other guy course. Because it's too
For
much information. Like if you're really an action taker, man, you can listen to this and read the you got the scripts, you got everything. If you're an action taker, you can go get paid.
Eddie, for my viewers, my family members that I say this lovingly. I say this lovingly, my Roundup family. For my family members that might have the mindset that there is one thing that we can boil down a $1 trillion industry of real estate down to the best or the one thing, Eddie, help them to open their mind up, open their mind to where there is when they're thinking about just one secret or one thing. Go ahead and drop some knowledge on that, bro.
One secret or one thing.
Now I'm saying for my people that think that you can boil it down to one thing.
Oh
For
heck
my
no.
people that have the mindset that think, like I'm saying some questions, what is the most effective? What is the best thing? Or what is the number one thing you would do? For my people that have the mindset that real estate can be boiled down to this funnel, down to one thing. Help me. I see your mind going, so go.
I wish, man. I wish you can boil it down to one thing. I wish I could say it that easy. But if you got a blueprint, then it's pretty much easy. But if you just think it's one thing, guys, it's not. It's
All right.
definitely not. It's a lot of pieces to the puzzle. That's what make a puzzle, right? You got to put a lot of pieces together. Boom, now you got a whole puzzle.
I just
So
wanted to hear your opinion on that because I know my opinion. My mentor says, Chris, he gets asked all the time, and he gets asked. People come up to him, what's the one thing for this, one thing for that? He was like, he said, Dan Kennedy said, people approach me all the time, class. They have the audacity. They have the audacity to think that I can boil down 20 years of doing real estate. Not for me, I mean, it's not that long. Since 2004, I could boil it down to one thing. It's just like, don't even have that, don't even have that mindset. It's never going to be just one thing. It's going to be a multiple of things.
man.
Damien says, by Eddie's course, he's giving it away. That is true. Well, I'm giving it away. You can't get it
Yeah,
from
man,
me.
for real. All this information, I'm just passionate about this. Like they say, what is your passion? You can have more than one passion, but teaching is one of my passions. And I didn't realize that until I started teaching. But I just like to give more, man. It just feel good when you give more, man, honestly.
You were helping me understand this morning, man. I was talking to you about that big number that we were talking about. And not only is it for us, but it's more you can share with your community.
It's right. And you can help your community, guys. So just think, if you only wholesaling, man, come on, guys. The deals drying up out there on some of the wholesale. It's everybody and their great grandmama wholesaling. So now you still wholesaling, but you're wholesaling these options too. So now if your wholesaling business they got a little shaky, now you're getting money from another avenue. You wholesale these options where you just find a tenant buyer and you getting out. You find a nice tenant buyer, pre-screening them, and you getting out of the transaction, or you staying in the transaction. My favorite, y'all try to stay in the transaction as much as possible. When you
Yeah.
find them a tenant buyer, you just they're gonna be responsible for the repairs and dealing with the tenant buyer. But if you stand in the middle, you're responsible, and you responsible for the repairs. But we teach you how to shift the repairs off to the tenant buyer because it's fully disclosed that hey, after you get this house,
There
it's
you
yours.
go.
Everything yours. But I give my tenant buyers 2 weeks to look for any flaws. They don't see any flaws, anything. Okay, we cool. You're responsible. Because think about it. If you go to a closing and buy you a house today, when you leave that closing, that seller you got that house from, once your toilet get clogged up 2 weeks later, he's not coming to fix it. So it's the same thing on a lease purchase. So you really don't have any repairs when you stand in for a sandwich lease option. Guys, get these other strategies. If you're a wholesaler, I guarantee you throwing leads in the trash. I guarantee you. And those leads are money. You don't want to send them to me. Because I bet
So,
me and brother Chris, we'll cash out of them all day.
so we're on the hook for the repairs with our seller, but we're passing off the responsibility of the repairs to our tenant buyer.
Yes, sir. Can the church get an amen, my brother?
All right, all right, all right. Let's do this. Catherine, you got a couple questions they already answered. Catherine wants to know, do you have your LLC? in Wyoming. I don't know what state is your LLC in?
Well, you can have it in any place you want to do it, guys. I got a couple of LLCs. So
Yeah.
I got the ones from Vegas, that Nevada, and I
Do you
have
need
some in my own state. So it really doesn't matter.
Beezer wants to know, do you need an attorney to set it up?
Your LLC?
Yeah.
No, you can go on LegalZoom and set it up.
Well, yeah, I give my operating agreement to my inner circle members for we share that with our inner circle. And Eddie, if you want to have an attorney do it, we have Jessica on file. You just go back to a couple of videos. Jessica can set that up. Jessica up in New York, she can set up your LLC too.
Be
Sean, huh?
Hold on, Beezer, send me an email. I got a special discount for you. Any of you guys who've been following us, send me a brother Chris a special email. We got an extra bonus for you.
Nice, that's nice. Yeah, Bees have been around. She texted me the other day, sent me a Facebook. Yeah, it's good to have people that love you, dog. You know, as opposed to having people that hate your guts.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to love, man. That's the whole world will be different if we learn to love. They say love is the most powerful thing on earth, but
Tool.
we was taught to hate.
So, Sean, the link is in the description. If you can't see it, just refresh your screen, brother. It's in the video description. Eric, what's up, dog? You up there in the north? I know you got to be freezing today.
Yeah, they said it's snowing somewhere, right?
Yeah, I don't know where. William wants
Yeah,
to know what's up with the text messaging marketing. Yeah, that's all. He goes over all that stuff in the course, William. I mean, you can't do it so much right now in the next 10 minutes. I mean, he can't show you how to do the text message marketing on this training here. Are you showing him how to do that, Eddie, with the course?
we talked to them about doing it. We don't actually get into training, do we?
You give him the website to go to, though, right?
Yeah, we give them the different links to go and do the research.
If
Yeah,
you
we
want
give them
in,
the websites to go to.
yeah, if you want in depth on the text message marketing, we have a training on that too. It's a webinar we did about a month ago. So just email me for that.
Right.
I think it's like $100.
Yeah, we do put all that text message information to different companies you can go to and get. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's everything, Chris. I feel like they say, them old folks say, who cook that good food, we put our foot in it. Put my foot in the course, brother Chris.
I don't want to miss something. Oh, you already bought the doc? Oh, Catherine, you got my documents. I don't know what Eddie has his own stuff. All right, let me scroll down here, Eddie. We got about 100. Let me get to the questions, class. I'm gonna have to pass over the comments and get to the questions. We got 10 more minutes. Yeah, William, sell side closing. You can do that. Yeah, I'm starting to do that too. Catherine, yeah, feel free to email me. Clay, for those who don't know, that's right. You can't do lease options in Texas. We can put that disclaimer out there, but you can take a non-refundable deposit. So
And you
for
could
the
do, and in Texas, you could do, I think, is agreement for deed.
yeah, same thing. It's 99% the same, dog.
It's a way around it. Just check with attorney, an investor friendly attorney, guys. Not no freaking one of these attorneys that do traditional closing only. Look on your local real website and look
Yep,
for the attorneys that's on there advertising. Get one of them guys, call them up and see how to do it. Always think outside the box, guys. Don't be closed minded. It's a way around everything,
that's right.
especially if man created. Now God created is a different story, baby.
Well, it's the same. When you take those docs to your attorney, I mean, they're going to just turn it into the right docs for your area. It's the same strategy. All it is where you can call it six here, half a dozen. You know, I don't like that term, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Angela, we just bought an ugly booty house, and I really want to put it back on the market and wash my hands of it.
Oh my
I
God.
never considered lease options. I figured we would lose money. Angela, Eddie, go ahead.
Hey, Beezer, don't blow it now. I'm trying to show you some love. Don't blow it.
Paris, the love of
What
minister.
she say? What she said about the course? How she get rid of it? Hopefully, you under Mayo.
That's Angela East. Angela East bought a house and she didn't know about lease options. But now that she knows, you know better, you do better.
Yeah, just wholesale it. Get rid of it if you're under Mayo.
Yeah.
If not, you got to rehab it.
Paris, the love, the minister. This guy's calling me the minister of real estate. I'll take that.
Yes,
I,
sir.
master transaction. That's what he's saying for you, brother. Give my wife the
Thank you, guys.
best gift. Yeah, this would be the best gift for tomorrow. Shoot, Valentine's Day. Does the 30-day email support have to be right after the course completion? Mom, 22, girls, 804. Good God. They're trying to drag you out, Eddie. They don't drag you out.
What she say?
She wants to know when does the 30 days start after they complete the course for email support? Because obviously you get a million
Soon as
emails
they,
every day.
soon as they buy the course, it's on. So you need to take action. Don't be. I told you, don't be sitting around looking at the course 10 minutes every 2 weeks and talking about you gonna start real estate investing. If you put that little energy into your business, guess what? It's like anything. It's gonna dwindle away. So if you put more energy into something, it's just like a flower. If you give it a little bit of water when it requires a lot, guess what? It's gonna die. That goes with anything. Your dream, your goal, your vision. If you feed it a little bit, it's gonna die away eventually. But you keep feeding it and feeding it, it's gonna grow. It gotta grow. Evolution, baby.
That's right. Let's see. Robel, he already answered that question. Scott, lead certificate. We pay anywhere from $25 to $50 for a lead certificate. You're not doing none of that, Scott, on one of these houses. That's only if you're doing a renovation like crazy me. Yvonne wants to know, are all the documents included in the course, Eddie?
Yep, all the documents and the scripts.
Fletcher, if you want the substitute docs, just email me, brother. Send me. You got my emails in this. My emails in the chat. Chris buys houses at Gmail. If you want the substitute docs, just email me. Eric wants to know, would he have access to the information at any time, Eddie?
Oh yeah, anytime. And it's so nice, man. You can just click on from your phone, watch the video, then click and download the forms, the contracts, man. Hey, it's a blessing.
Fletcher out in Virginia Beach. I can't believe I got somebody. You know what's weird? I coach and train. The majority of the people that I meet are not even in my area. Fletcher, thank you for coming.
Shoot, it's a
Mom, 22 girls, Richmond. Tish sees wants to know how to find houses. Yeah, we got 5 minutes. Let me see if I can get down to that. You want to go back? Tish, I think we kind of covered some of that stuff earlier. Eddie, what do you think?
No, we gotta answer. Do we have any more questions?
Yeah, let me get to that. I have seller those two. Fletcher's got a subject to. Fletcher, just email either one of us for subject to documents. I'll get them out to you, brother. William wants to know. Oh yeah, he wants to know about the text message marketing. Just send an email. We'll get the link for that one too. Elaine, she wants to know how does she get the documents? Is that the docs come with they come with the course.
Right, and me and Chris got documents if you just want to buy documents only now. We have those documents available for like subject to guys,
Yeah,
subject to transactions, all any kind of documents. We have
yeah,
links
yeah.
for that. Well,
That's
you
right.
can buy.
Derek, he wants to know about the deal insurance. Anything personal? Anything? Yeah, I got 5 minutes to go over questions about this deal insurance. Just email me. I'll send you that stuff, brother. A Brown, I promise I'll get back to you. I've been sick for a week.
Oh yeah, he been down a little bit. My brother back now. He back.
Still, Talox wants to know: are owner financing similar to lease options? Eddie.
No, on the financing you have control. Lease option, you just leasing the property with the right to sublease. So
Gotcha.
you don't have, you don't have full control. My favorite is subject to first, second owner financing, then last but not least, lease purchase with the right to
Gotcha.
sublease. So you don't have
Paris,
any ownership or tax write-offs, but
that's right. No tax
the
write-offs.
property.
Paris says he's walked his first subject to with Chris. I did what he told me. Eddie said he got too many people calling. Yeah, people beat your door down when you got the right product.
Paris, make sure though the ones who call with money, you make a buyer's list and add them to the list. to your buyers list. You can easily put them in your house. You know, you get them on the contract, and you find, and now you got a list of buyers, and the house is vacant. You can actually close that house out in a day or two, just depending on your speed. Got a motivated seller, a vacant house, and a buyer's list. Come on, man. It's a
Yeah.
slam dunk.
Sydney wants to know whether there be a script for subject to, or will there ever be a script for subject to? Do you have a script for that, Eddie?
No, that's not a subject to course. This is specifically for wholesaling, wholesale lease option, and Samus lease option.
All right, Sydney, I've got an audio for you for subject to where we recorded a negotiation. So just email and I send it over. That was actually for free. Cherie took many seminars, never learned half of what she knows from your boy Eddie, from your boy and Eddie.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't give up the game, guys. These people got hoarders mentality. So they don't want to give it out. They scared too many people are gonna get rich or something. Come on, man. God made this world of abundance, man. Have you seen the oil run out? They've been pumping this dang on earth for years, getting oil out of it. Nothing is never gonna run out. So you have to think abundance, 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 abundance. Go to sleep thinking abundance. Wake up thinking abundance, abundance,
That's right.
abundance.
That's right. Eric wants to know, how do you stop the foreclosure? Y'all, that's a self-filing bankruptcy, Eric. We can't get into that today. Good God, that's a whole
Brother
training.
Chris got a video on that too, though. Check out Brother Chris' video on bankruptcy, stopping the
Stopping the foreclosure. Where you at, Eddie? Oh, you still there?
We got documents for everything. I mean, not videos.
Eddie, you frozen up, man. You frozen up. Go back. You go back. I didn't hear anything you just said. You frozen. Class, while Eddie is frozen, we have you there, Eddie? You can get the course, Eddie's course today for my viewers, for my family members. Links below. Click on the link to take you right to it. It's not like me with the PayPal. He's got all this stuff set up where it's instant, automatic, takes you right into the back office. You can start learning today. I am trying to get on that. I'm so busy with real estate and all this other stuff. But Eddie.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, last thing we said was we talking about the stop the foreclosure.
I wonder what happened. Oh yeah, I said Brother Chris got videos on stopping the foreclosure and all that stuff, guys. We pretty much got videos for anything you wanna
hear. For free, yeah, all free.
A lot of free information, Brother Chris. How many videos you have on here?
Eddie, let me tell you this, dog. I just passed 2 million views. I'm already at 2,050,000 as of 2 days ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, dude, we're getting like 10,000 views plus a day. We got 1.5 million minutes watched last month. We're over 25,000 subs. I'm praying that God and the universe is saying that we're doing something right here, brother.
What the hell just happened? Chris.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know what happened, man. My screen went out and popped back up.
What's the last thing you heard?
Shit. Something about 2 million views.
We got 2,050,000 views as of today, 26,000 subs, 1.5 million minutes watched in the last 30 days, man. I mean, we are just so blessed.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, man.
Because you got all this information on all this knowledge, man. Guys, just click on the videos to get information. If you're new to real estate, come on.
All right, let me go look at this house. Eddie, anything else? I'm losing you, y'all.
Damn, again.
All right, class. So make sure last thing is subscribe to my channel and subscribe to our channel. Go to Eddie's channel too. Smash the thumbs up. please comments on the information, how it is affecting your life, and what you'd like for us to do, or what you can include for people that are doing lease options. Eddie, final thoughts, and let's get out of here.
Final thoughts, guys. Life reward those who take action. Take action, take massive action. Don't give up. Never won't quit anyway.
Family members, I love you. I will be back with you on Friday with Jessica Siegel, one of my attorneys. I think Friday we're going to be talking about contract contingencies. Hopefully, be right around 3 o'clock. But just subscribe and make sure you hit the bell so you'll know when I come on with Jessica Friday. Okay, Eddie, I'll talk to you too soon, my brother. Don't forget the discounts today only, class. Go get the material, invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, who will? You know?
Oh, church.
Oh, Lord. Peace.